All right, ladies and gentlemen, so if you work in the health and fitness space, meaning you sell some sort of info product related to fitness, coaching, etc., I'm going to explain to you why today you shouldn't be offering any sort of guarantees and why guarantees are setting you up to pretty much have bad client success, make it very difficult for you to make a lot of money, and just kind of be a pain in the ass overall, okay? So I've been in this space for quite a while. I spend over 6 figures every single month on ads across myself and my clients in the health and fitness space. I've collected over $10 million in the health and fitness space, just trying to show you guys that I have an idea of maybe a little bit what I'm talking about within the space, okay? So especially in the health and fitness space, when it comes to, let's say you're a fitness coach or you're helping people with, fat loss, weight loss, whatever, stuff like that. With things like this is not a done-for-you solution. This is a solution where somebody has to do an exceptional amount of work and have an exceptional amount of commitment to see success, okay? For example, let's say I'm a builder. I'm building somebody's house, okay? I'm putting the brick on this house right here. And I'm coming to you as the homeowner and I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna brick your house, and if the brick is not good and if the house is not built and it's not structurally good, then you'll get your money back. Okay, that makes total sense if you were to do something like that, because what is the client going to do, right? I'm building the house. I'm using all my team to do it. I'm buying the brick. I'm supplying the brick. I'm supplying all the material, and I'm building it totally done for you because I'm the expert and it's a full done for you solution. But with coaching, 95% of the time, it's not based off of the program that you have, how good your program is, how many things you have in your program, how many value add-ons you fucking have. Not if you use an app to track your client success. Like a lot of you guys have an app. Oh, I use an app because because it's automated. It's like, and it's better. Clients like it better. Clients stay longer. It's like, no, not really, okay? When you're doing something like this, where you're selling something where someone has to do a lot of work, and then now you're saying, hey, if you don't see success, then that's okay. I'll give you a refund. Okay? Do you see how that doesn't really make sense? Okay? Because if you want to see success with this, it's not going to be based off of me. It's going to be based off of you. It's going to be based off of how much work you put into this. If you follow your meal plan, if you follow your workout plan, if you ask me a bunch of questions, okay? It's not going to be based off of how good my program is or how many check-ins you do. Because let's be real. Let's be 100% real. If you're watching this and you're somebody who's in shape, in order to get in shape, you don't need a fitness program. You don't need a coach to help you get in shape. Sure, maybe it helps a little bit, but if someone really wanted to get in shape, they will just get in shape. They'll just eat less. They'll go to the gym. And sure, maybe they don't know what to do in the beginning, but they'll figure it out. That's what I did. That's what most people did when they're in shape, because their commitment was so high to see that goal through, okay? So when you're saying to someone on a sales call, hey, John, it's all good. If you don't want to, you're a little bit on the fence, that's all good. I'm going to give you a guarantee if you don't see success, if you don't lose 20 pounds in 30 days, if you don't lose 10 pounds in 30 days, then I'll give you your money back. What is that doing to the prospect? I just want you to think about this for a second. What is that doing in the prospect's mind? They're thinking, oh, okay, so I can kind of come into this like not really fully committed, maybe like dip my foot into the water, not be 100% all in on something, and then maybe if I don't really like it that much, then I will just get my money back. Do you think that person is ever going to see success in fitness? When has someone gone through that much pain to lose weight? Because it's painful to lose weight. It's painful to get in shape. When has someone gone through that much pain, but they're not really committed to the actual process? They're not committed to their goal. When has someone done that? Never. Never. Nobody has ever done that. Okay? Everybody who's in shape has gone through a portion where they're more committed than the coaches that they're working with, or they're just super committed, okay? And the same goes, for example, if you're selling like a business opportunity, okay? Let's say you're helping people make their first $10,000 online, okay? This is a little bit different, okay, because fitness is, I want to say, more commitment-based, but still, okay? Helping people make their first $10,000 online, Same kind of principle goes. Same thing goes, okay? It's based off of their level of commitment. It's based off of how much work they put in, how much they utilize what you're doing, how much questions they ask, how motivated and disciplined they are to see that goal through. So now the question becomes, okay, without rambling too much about this, is how do you increase their commitment so much so that they see 100% success, okay? So I'm going to share with you a stat. Over the course of my business career, I've probably had about 6, 7 people, okay, over like maybe like a couple hundred people that I've worked with who've actually gone into debt to work with me, okay? People who have like taken loans out of the bank, people who have, maxed out their credit card with like $0 in the bank, people like this, okay? And who am I to really say to these people, oh yeah, you shouldn't do that? But I've had about 6 people, 7 people that I've done this with, okay? They paid me, they started work with me, they're in debt. Those people who've taken that risk and literally gone all in, put all of their chips into the middle of the table, okay? These people, compared to the people who had money and were like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a go, those people who went into debt got way more success, got way more return on the investment, okay? Is there a difference between my program, between that person and the person who didn't go into debt? No. But what is that saying? That's saying that that person was utterly committed to their goal, utterly committed to the outcome, okay? So, all in all, you get the thesis of this video. What I'm going to be telling you now is kind of how you should arrange your program, your process, your sales process in order to set this expectation correctly, okay? So, number 1, straight up, don't give any guarantees, okay? You actually want to do the opposite. What I tell people on sales calls, even for myself, and I tell my clients this as well, I don't guarantee anything, okay? Your success in this is based off of your work. If somebody is telling you otherwise, they're trying to sell you on something, okay? And I tell them, I say, this process is hard. This process is difficult. You're going to want to quit, okay? I can't care more about you than you care about yourself. I can't care more about your goals than you care about your goals, okay? So if you're not committed, if you don't really 100% value this goal and you're not willing to go all in on this goal, then maybe this goal isn't for you, and maybe I'm not the person to help you with this. But if you're willing to put the work in, if you're willing to be 100% committed, if you're willing to go through this period of pain and suffering and feeling like you want to rip your hair out every second and uncertainty, then I will gladly help you with this. But you have to be prepared to do that and go through that pain. Okay? So that's exactly what I tell people compared to, oh yeah, hey, sure, I'll give you a guarantee. If you don't see success, then I'll just give you a refund. Okay? That's a lot different. You're already setting themselves up for failure. And I want to share with you another point, okay? Let's say I tell you, just to draw you an illustration. Let's say you're out with somebody and you're eating with them and they have a little bit of mustard on their face. Okay, you're eating a burger and they have mustard on their face and they don't realize they have mustard on their face. What is your brain focusing on when you're talking with them? You're not thinking about what they're saying. You're thinking about the mustard on their face. You're like, oh, should I tell them? Oh, that's a little weird. Okay? And the same thing works, the same process works when you give guarantees. Let me explain this. So we have something called a RAS system, reticular activation system. Okay? We have it's called selective focus. Okay? If you come into a program and I say, hey, if you don't like the program, I'll give you your money back, their brain is going to be looking for outs. Their brain is going to be looking for the mustard, the thing that is negative. Even if it's actually not negative, even if it's maybe slightly negative or like some little thing, or maybe you're taking long to respond or something that's really minute, because you framed it like, yeah, I'll give you your money back, they're going to be looking for these outs subconsciously because they want their money back and they want to be in safety and they want to be in, mom's little womb protected. It's very simple. So when you're doing the guarantees, people are looking for negatives and they're going to find it. So why even do it? Every time you do that, they're going to find it. They're going to find the out most of the time. Okay? So this is one of the reasons, especially in the health and fitness space, why I don't like guarantees, because, and as well, most of the people who are trying to lose weight or are opting into your programs to lose weight or etc. are people with bad habits, bad mentality, no discipline, and your program is not just going to change their life. If they've been bad for 30 years of their life or 20 years of their life, why would 1 month change their life? Why would they just make a decision like that? Why would all of their habits just go to shit now because you've given them some guarantee or whatever? It has to be a big commitment because their goals are big. Someone needs to quote that. Big commitment for big goals. Big sacrifice for big goals. Not a small sacrifice for big goals. It doesn't line up. Newton's second law of physics says, every force has an equal and opposite direction. When I push into the ground hard enough, I will go up. That's called jumping. Okay, so you can't put a little bit of commitment in and have a big goal and a big outcome from that. It's very simple, okay? So I hope you got some value today. This is just one of the really interesting things I find about health and fitness that a lot of you guys, I truly believe, are getting wrong. And if you understand this correctly, and it doesn't really just apply to health and fitness, it also applies to any other industry where your customer has to do work to get success. Not done for you, not done with you, more of a do-it-yourself course-style mentorship program coaching in a sense. If you're doing done for you, this doesn't really apply to you. But if you aren't, then hope you got some value today, and I hope you found this to be a little bit interesting nonetheless. So thanks for watching, and peace out. Cheers.